All right. Hey guys, welcome to our Emerald in 24 hours call. I am excited that you were on. Thank you for taking time out of your night to be on here live. If you're watching the recording, please make sure you take any notes that you have during the call. That way you can ask me any questions. And during the call, if you have any questions, put them in the chat box. I will come back and answer at the end. And as always, if you post this on your Instagram stories, which you should, FOMO, and also shows people that they're not alone in this journey. Tag me so I can share it as well. All right, let's go into the presentation mode. Slides. All right, guys. So tonight's entire basis of the call is going Emerald in 24 hours. And Emerald is the first rank in your business. And honestly, guys, Emerald is a decision. Oops, Oh, I didn't make that slide. Okay, we'll stick to this one. Emerald is a decision. Emerald, you can literally make Emerald happen by tomorrow. When people tell me that their goal is to hit Emerald in the first year of their business, no. Emerald is you plus 2. And I'm going to go over basically how to reach Emerald in the next 24 hours. And the reason I did this call on a Tuesday, obviously instead of a Wednesday, that is our team call night. But rank advancement is on Thursday. And I would love to see 1 or 2 or everybody that's on this call rank advance to Emerald. And if you're already an Emerald coach, add 2 more coaches to hit Emerald again, because after you hit Emerald, it's literally just hitting Emerald over and over and over. I don't know how to get this notification to go away on my screen. Close. Okay, so what is Emerald? So if you haven't hit Emerald before, no. What is going on? Okay, well, we're going to, I told you I redid my slides so that they're a little out of order. But Emerald is like the first big milestone in your business. So I signed up in January of 2013, I think like the 24th or something. I don't know. My coach anniversary is coming up. And I Emerald in the first 3 months of my business. And when I became a coach, there was no resources. There was no Emerald in 24 hours calls. There was no new coach university. There was no new coach PDF that you could print out. I literally YouTubed everything and anything. And I hit the ground running from the moment that I became a coach. I was running a challenge group by day 1. So I was constantly inviting, and I was constantly reaching out and hoping to have coaches join me. So I hit Emerald, like I said, I think it's actually my husband's birthday. April 5th, I think, is when I first hit Emerald. And to me, when a coach hits Emerald, I feel like your Beachbody business is officially open. Like, you are open, your business is running, the doors are open, more people have joined you, and it creates a momentum. I know for me, anytime I rank advance, it creates momentum in my business. When another coach in my downline rank advances, it creates momentum, not only for them, for the coaches underneath them, for people that are inspired and motivated in watching their stories. Sorry, I'm going to mute somebody real quick. I think they must have got them. I lost my train of thought because I'm a squirrel. But it just creates this momentum in your business. And I think it honestly gives you this confidence that you're like, I did it. I hit Emerald. I made it happen. And you have this newfound unknown confidence, inner badass inside of you that you didn't know that you had before. Public recognition. Anytime somebody hits Emerald for the first time in their business, they get a shout out. I know there's some people that may hop on this call that I invited from other teams. Each team is different in how they do them. Each upline is different in how they do them. I personally shout out my new Emeralds on Instagram, on Facebook, and in the Facebook team page group, because it's a big deal. It's a big deal to me when somebody rank advances, takes the reins on their business and says, yep, I'm making it happen. I'm going to do it. Some benefits of hitting Emerald. You now get customer leads if you hit Success Club. And most of the time, if you're rank advancing to Emerald and you are continuing to add new coaches and continuing to rank advance and continuing to keep that momentum going in your business, you're going to continue to hit Success Club 5. Most likely. So anytime you hit Success Club 5 and you're an Emerald and above, you get customer leads, which is basically people going to beachbodyondemand.com, signing up for Beachbody, and they say, yes, sign me a coach. You get customer leads. Now, if you hit SC10 and you are Emerald and above, you actually get Success Club leads. And Success Club leads is where Beachbody gives you the commission for that order. Like Beachbody is just saying, you know what, because you hit Success Club 10 and you have moved your business forward, we are going to not only give you a customer, but we're also going to give you commission, free money that they did not have to give you. So say I think last month I got a Success Club lead and she got 2 bags of Shakeology on auto ship. And she got it again this month. So for the last 2 months, I made $60 in commission, all because in November, I helped 5 people get started on their health and fitness journey with the total package. And I wouldn't have gotten that if I wouldn't rank advanced my business. Also, the moment you become Emerald, you now get to start banking cycle bonus, which I will explain towards the end of the call. Success Starter. So they just changed the Success Starter program, which is so exciting. And I know there's a couple people on this call personally, Dallas and Kristen, I know for sure can qualify for this. It's now 6 months from the day that you signed up. Anytime you hit SC5, at least 3 months in that 3 months within that 6 months, so 3 out of 6 months, you become a Success Starter. And the reason I bring that up, and you don't have to be Emerald to be a Success Starter, but if you are hitting Success Club at least 3 times in 6 months, chances are 2 of those 9 minimum people that you have helped get started will want to become a coach. And I'll give you some of my scripts that I use when I'm inviting people once they've committed to a package. You start to earn cycle bonus, which I will talk about too. I have a couple slides down there. But you start to earn residual income. Yeah, retail commission is great, but residual income is even better. When I was in the hospital for 4 days after my emergency C-section, I still got a paycheck from Beachbody because of cycle bonus, because of residual income, because of the business that I have grown. So really, Emerald is that stepping stone to say, I'm in it, I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to rank advance my business. I'm going to keep Emerald. Fun fact about me, I have had my Emerald since April 5th, 2013, and I've lost it once in the month of December of 2013 when I almost thought about quitting. So I've literally lost my rank once, that Emerald rank. I've lost it once since I've gained it. Because this is the thing about Emerald, guys. It's not once you reach it and you stop, you keep going. People often ask me, well, is there training on how to hit diamond? No, because it's the same thing as hitting Emerald. You're just hitting Emerald over and over and over and over again. I make it a goal to hit Emerald every single month. So what does that mean? I make it a goal to add a minimum of 2 coaches underneath me every single month, because then I've hit Emerald over and over and over. All right, so what does Emerald look like? You, active coach, plus 2 other active coaches. So there's this thing in this Beachbody world, it's called a right leg and a left leg. A lot of, I don't like multi-level marketing. It's MLM has like, I don't like the word, but essentially a lot of direct sales businesses have this type of system where there's 2 different legs within the world. So we have it within Beachbody. You have a right leg and you have a left leg. One leg's going to be your strong leg and one leg's going to be your weak leg. And what I mean by that is your strong leg is the leg that your coach added you on. So for example, Ember is on my left leg. That is her strong leg. So any coach that I add on my left leg, so for example, if Kristen is on my left leg, Kristen signed up after Ember, any volume that Kristen gets, any volume that Kristen's coaches gets will float up to Ember, and Ember will bank that as long as she has rank advanced to Emerald once within her lifespan. Now that inside leg, that weak leg, you're in total control of that. You have to build that yourself. There will be no coaches added on that weak leg. That is your responsibility. So I know the leg system can be kind of confusing. So again, if you have questions, please put them in the chat because I'll try to do a better job of explaining at the end. But essentially you need 1 active coach on your left leg and 1 active coach on your right leg. It's very, very important, guys. And I can't stress this enough. If you are a brand new coach, before you go to add a coach, please message your upline and be like, hey, I'm about to add a coach. Can you help me with the placement real quick? Because what I've seen happen is people don't take care of placement beforehand. And they're like, yeah, I'm going to rank advance to Emerald tomorrow. It's like a Wednesday, 9 o'clock at night. but they put their second coach on the same exact leg as their other coach. So now they've got two active coaches on their left leg, but nobody on their right. So they can't rank advanced to Emerald because they didn't put on the proper leg. Don't worry, you have 5 days to adjust that. So it's really important that you message your upline beforehand. And even if you are an established coach and you've already reached Emerald, I even tell my coaches, if you are pushing for Diamond, message your upline each time, or maybe once a month. Just shoot them a message, show them, hey, this is what my downline is. What do you think my game plan should be for this month? Because a lot of times we get so worried about building one leg, or we get so focused on just putting on one leg that we forget that we need to like be strategic in where we place people. But for right now, for the purpose of this call, I just want you to focus on you plus 2. Well, I'm holding up 4 fingers currently, if you can see my face. And they have to be active, guys. So active means 50 PV. Most people sign up with a challenge pack. I would say 98% of the coaches that sign up underneath me sign up with the challenge pack. So they're going to be active because it's like 125, I think, PV for them. If you yourself are getting product every single month, more than just one tub of Energize, you most likely have your 50 PV. And that 50 PV can also come from customer orders. But pretty much every coach that I know that's working the business, that's trying to rank advanced to Emerald and beyond, they're getting product every single month because they're being proof of the product, because your business cannot grow unless you're being proof of the product. So whether that's Shakeology, the performance line, gosh, we have it all in our household. We just had 3 Beachbody boxes delivered today. My FedEx guy laughs at me every single time he drops off our monthly order. So Emerald, you plus 2. So you plus 2, and I want you guys to really think about these questions. You can write them down. You can come back to them and answer them later. But really think, who do you want your you plus 2 to be? Who is your ride or die? And I know some people hate that phrase. I love it. But who's your ride or die? Who is your bestie? So my ride or die has been with me since freshman year of college. She was with me through my suicide attempt, through my 2-week psych ward visit. She was in my wedding. She was at my daughter's baptism. She has been to my daughter's birthday party. I have been through her through thick and thin. She is my ride or die. And there is actually a moment in my business where I was going to lose, I think it was like my 2-star diamond. I don't remember what it is. And I called her up and said, hey, Karen, I need you. I need you to order a challenge pack. I need you to get Shakeology and be a coach for the next 6 months. And she did it, and she loved it. And it was kind of that push because she wanted to start drinking Shakeology and she wanted to get on bod. But she's my ride or die, and she would do anything for me. So she helped me out so I didn't lose my rank. Who would love to save money? So often coaches get so focused on, I'm just going to find business builders. I only want business builders. I have seen coaches turn away coaches that just want the discount. And it baffles me because you never know who could decide to grow their business. Some of my top coaches just wanted to save money. They just wanted to save a couple extra dollars a month. And now they're some of the top coaches in my organization building a thriving business. So who do you know that would like to save money? Because guess what? Coaches, we save 25% on all products. Who would be a great accountability partner? Maybe you're a brand new coach in the business. You just signed up. You're on like week 1, or maybe you're on month 1. Message your close friends and be like, hey, I'm doing this thing. I'm working out daily. I'm drinking 1 shake a day. You may be doing the performance line, whichever it may be. What if we do this together? Like, what if we virtually work out together and keep each other accountable? Like, would you be interested in joining me? Who would do anything for you? Remember that call I made with Karen? She would do anything for me. I have other people like that. My family's the same way, which I'll talk about on the next slide. But I want you to make a list of your friends, your family, your coworkers, and ask them if they would invest in themselves and you. I think so often we forget that not only are people investing in the products, and they're investing in Beachbody On Demand, and they're investing in Shakeology or the performance line, but they're also investing in you as a coach. I don't know about you personally. I put a lot of time into my virtual gym. I'm uploading weekly meal plans every single week. Once a month, I'm taking anywhere from 2 to 2.5 hours planning all of the check-ins for the day. I'm making sure that I'm commenting on people's posts throughout the day, that I'm making sure I'm answering questions and doing check-ins on people and sending emails. I put a lot of time into my virtual gym, So yeah, when people say, hey, what do I get with the challenge pack? I always make sure that they know that they get me. They have somebody in their back pocket who will need them at any point in time. But I also think it's also important, and this kind of doesn't, it's a little tangent I go off on. You need to make people know what they can expect out of you. I am not a hand holder. And I know I got some guest coaches on this call tonight that aren't a part of my team and may have no idea who I am. I am not a hand holder. My job is not to make you get up and work out. My job is to not make you follow the plan and get results. My job is I have given you the resources. I have given you the group. I have given you the meal plan. Now it is up to you to do the things that you need to do to get the results that you need to get. If you need a tough love, a kick in the ass, if you had a hard day, absolutely, I will be your girl. And people know that. My challengers know that. And that's probably why I would say 90% of the people join me, because I tell it like it is. And I'm not going to let you just skate your way through. And so let people know that they get you as a coach. It's as an investment as you. And then I know I'm going to get one objection from somebody somewhere. Well, I'm a brand new coach. Like, I don't know how I can coach other people. That's a great thing about your team page. That is the great thing about Beachbody. All the resources are there. You don't have to recreate anything. Our team personally, we have weekly team calls. Everybody's invited to those. We have a huge team page. Everybody's invited to team page. We have the New Coach University. We have the New Coach Welcome Packet. Like, literally everything is there. So the same resources you started with, you start them with. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to remake any trainings. Everything's there for you. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys like a glimpse of an Emerald income. So this is actually my income from 2014. So this was a year after I had signed up to become a coach, and I really started working the business. So I was already Emerald. I was already banking a cycle bonus. And at this point, I was building a solid downline. I probably had about maybe 30, 40 coaches within my downline, maybe less. I don't remember, honestly, and I can't go back and look. And I want to make sure I emphasize this. Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income from Team Beachbody coach opportunity. Each coach's income depends on his or her own efforts, diligence, and skill. And I think it's a very important one to say that, so I make sure I'm compliant with compliance. But two, I think often people think they're going to rank advanced to Emerald and bam, they're making all of this money. I don't know what I just did with my hand. If you see my face, that was really weird. It was like a dance, like from Barb Lund or something. But it's not true. You still have to keep putting in the work. You have to make sure that you're checking in on your coaches, that you're making sure that they're staying accountable on their health and fitness journey. I think often, again, when we sign up a new coach, we forget that they are also on their health and fitness journey. And just like our challengers, they need to be a part of accountability group, and they need to have that help and that accountability. So this is my income as an Emerald. So the retail commission, obviously retail is when somebody just orders from you. So if they order a tub of Energize, they order Shakeology, they order something just as a customer, that's retail. So we are going out and we are offering that, or people are coming to us. Subscription commission is for Beachbody on Demand. Except they didn't have Beachbody on Demand at the time. So that was, I don't even remember what it's called, guys. It was when coaches had to pay $40 for something. I don't know. That's how old it was. So team bonus. So this is what I want to talk about, guys. This is the cycle bonus. So this $270. $270 is what Beachbody gave me for being a ranked coach and for the cycle, for the volume that was underneath me. There was a great video out there from Michael Neiman. It's older than hell, but it does a great explanation of team bonus, of cycle bonus. So go ahead and check that out on YouTube after this call. So I automatically made $270 that week just because I rank advanced my business and I continued to grow. $7 matching a bonus. Oh, so this must have been when I was diamond, but it still gives you guys a rough idea. You get matching bonus when you're diamond. So basically, as a diamond coach, if any of your emeralds or above make team bonus, you get 10% of that. So must have been when I was diamond, but it still gives you a great idea of this whole team bonus thing. And then fast start bonus. So total $446. We're going to round that up to 500. So say on average, you make 500 a week. And every coach is different. There are some emeralds out there that are making 250 a week. There's some emeralds out there that are making only $50 a week. Again, it's the diligence, the efforts and diligence and skill of each coach. But anyways, so say this emerald coach, we're going to just call him John, even though you guys know it came from me, say it averaged 500 once a week. That's 2,000 in 1 month. So in 1 year, that's $2,400. My background is in human services. If I would have continued down that road with my bachelor's degree in human services, that's what I would have made in 1 year. In 1 year. And now I am making much more than that. So it just gives you guys an idea of what can happen as an emerald coach and as you continue to grow your business. And I am a numbers person. Numbers excite me. Seeing the potential within my business excites me, which is why I share this. So not every coach preaches this. Every coach is different. But I am a huge advocate in considering making a spouse or a family member a coach, but only if you use multiple products. Please do not go out there and sign up your spouse, sign up your significant other, sign up a family member as a coach. One, if you have nobody else signing up, and two, if you're only using one product, because what's going to happen is you're going to go out there and you're going to go sign up your boyfriend or your husband or your mom or your dad. We're going to say Uncle Bob for the story. You're going to go sign up Uncle Bob with a challenge pack. And you're going to pay Uncle Bob's $16 monthly fee and order products underneath Uncle Bob every single month for 6 months. And you're going to have this stack of products. And in the meantime, you thought that, oh, if I sign up Uncle Bob and Sally Sue, I'm going to start earning in the income. And then 6 months from now, you're going to quit and you're going to put up this video on YouTube saying how Beachbody is a scam because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. You didn't do what the training taught you to do. So only sign up a spouse or a family member. One, if you're using multiple products, and two, if you have another coach signing up. My husband, and I'm going to share you guys the biggest mistake that I ever made in this business. My husband was the first coach I ever signed up back in January of 2013. First coach. So he was the top coach in my organization. Because that's what I learned, to sign him up immediately. And I did. And then I hit Emerald, and then we hit, then I hit Emerald, and I had a couple coaches underneath me at the time. And I was like, oh, my husband doesn't need to be a coach anymore. I'm going to fire him. I quit and I canceled his business. That was the worst mistake I could have ever made, because of course I signed my husband back up in 2014. But he lost that top spot in the organization. He lost all of that cycle bonus that he had underneath him, all of that bank volume. And it's my biggest regret in this business by canceling his account. Consider it another franchise. Consider yourself, you're opening up another you, because you can work their business. That's the great thing about Beachbody, is they want this to be a family business. So my husband is a coach. My husband's actually a 2-star in his first CBC. He's a diamond in his second CBC. So my husband has 2 accounts. He does not work the business the way that we work the business. He does a lot of behind the scenes. He does a lot of help with Evelyn. He does a lot of help when I'm on these team calls. He runs my numbers. He helps me with my groups. But it's a great way to grow and rank. He was the reason I hit Emerald. He was the reason I hit Diamond. He was the reason I hit 2-star Diamond, because he was one of my diamonds. And you also earn additional commissions. So for example, any products that we order minus my Shakeology, because I have to have 90 PV underneath me for Success Club, it goes through him. So now I'm earning cycle bonus off of his orders. So I'm like double dipping. He's getting the discount. I'm earning cycle bonus. So it's a great way to earn additional commission within your business. And 95% of successful coaches will tell you they have a family member at their top of their organization. They do. Danielle Natoni is one that I can think of off the top of my head. I know for a fact her husband is a coach, but her dad and her mom are a coach. And then her daughter, actually, when the minute she turned 18, she opened up her Beachbody coach business. And her daughter doesn't want to work, and that's totally fine, but she's a coach. It's a family thing. So consider it an option, especially if you're serious about growing your business. It's just a great way to earn additional income. It's a great way to grow your business. It's a great way to rank and earn additional commissions. I did look up before this call. My husband alone in his business has earned us an extra $90,000 since 2014 because I have him signed up as a coach. Yes, some of that is retail, but a lot of that is going to be cycle bonus, that residual income that we've talked about. So inviting, you're like, okay, great. Now I know what Emerald is. Well, how does I do it? For whatever reason, we as coaches are terrified of inviting, and I don't get it. I think it's a stigma attached to inviting. To me, I'm just sharing my journey. If you follow me on Instagram, I am sharing my journey every single day. And guess what? You are all on a journey. The moment you said yes to yourself, sorry, I gotta take a sip of water. You started your journey. So think about, how are you invited to the business? So 90% of my coaches or people that join me, I don't know why I use the word 90%. Most of the people, I would say, are either following my journey or I message them from a poll or from them liking a post. We start a conversation, they commit. Anytime somebody commits to a challenge pack, okay, I got their challenge pack. I've asked them what Shakeology they want. I've asked them what email they want. I've got that all set. I always say, hey, I got one more question for you. Sorry, full of questions tonight. LOL emojis. I like emojis. Would you like to sign up as a coach or a customer? It's going to cost you the same tonight. The only difference is next month, you'll save 25% on your products. And I have all the training and resources to help you grow a side hustle if you're interested in doing it. Either way, I'm still here for you 100%. Just let me know. I would say half say, well, yeah, if I can save, why not? The other half will be like, well, let me see if I like the product. Can I sign up at a later date? Absolutely. So that's how most of my people get invited to the coaching opportunity. So think of yourself, when you're so terrified of inviting for whatever reason, get that out of your head. Remember that we have the power to help people. We have the power to help transform people's lives. I know my life was completely transformed from growing, from starting TurboFire. It was 9 years ago on January 4th that I started my health and fitness journey, and it completely changed the entire trajectory of my life. Because when I started TurboFire, when I wasn't a coach, I was going to school full time for, like I said, for human services. And that was the path that I thought I was going down. I wanted to work with at youth risk. I thought we were going to be living in Indiana, Fort Wayne, Indiana. 9 years later, we've gone from Indiana to Ohio to New York, back to Ohio. We've bought a house, sold a house, bought another house. We've had a kid. I quit my retail job. I never used my degree. My husband quit his Fortune 500 company to do this full time with me. Like, because of one decision, saying yes to myself, it changed my entire life. So sometimes we have to think, one, get out of our own heads and quit being selfish about not inviting, and think, how can this change somebody else's life? So one, how are you invited? Two, sorry, sometimes I get long-winded. Two, what did your coach say to you? What was the reason you decided to join? And what were you excited about joining? I have coaches that join me just because they want the community. They want the support. They want the accountability. They want to know that there is somebody in their corner. I have coaches on my team that will never work the business a day in their life, but they will never quit because they want the community. What package did you sign up with? So often coaches are terrified to talk about the packages. Me, I have no problem talking about money. And most of the time, honestly, my objection is not money because of the way that I describe what they're getting, and I go so in depth, and I share about it so much on my stories. I share about the cost. I share about savings. I share about things. And I also try to meet people in the middle of what they want. But for most of the time, when somebody is signing up to become a coach, the challenge pack is the best option for them. So for example, right now, I know everybody's promoting Bar Blend. I personally am not. I'm promoting 6 weeks of the work because that's the program that I'm doing right now. But I let people know, like, hey, this is kind of how a conversation would go with somebody. Hey, right now, there is a package on sale. It's $150. And this is what you get: an entire year of Beachbody On Demand. That's over 35 programs. Plus you get VIP access to the newest program that nobody else has unless they got VIP access. You also get a shaker cup because you can never have enough shaker cups. And yes, I do say that. You get your choice of 30 days of Shakeology or 30 days of Energize and a tub of Recover. I know I got the Energize wrong, but you guys get what I'm saying. You also get access to my virtual gym with weekly meal plans, a monthly meal plan, weekly recipes, updated accountability and support, and you get access to me at all the time. Oh, and the best part, you actually get the one-time $40 coach fee waived. So you're saving a buttload of money and you get to sign up to become a coach for free. What do you think? When you break down the cost of things and what people are going to get, it's not as scary because they see the value. Whereas if you're like, oh yeah, the package is $150, I'd be like, are you kidding me? $150? You want me to spend $150? But you haven't broken down what they're getting. So I always tell my coaches, go for no. Go for no. I said no to the coaching opportunity for an entire year. My coach literally invited me for an entire year. I got amazing results with TurboFire. I lost 41 pounds with TurboFire. And I was sending people to her left and right because they wanted to know what I was doing to get those results. So they wanted the same program. And she finally was like, listen, I'm never going to ask you again. Sign up to become a coach. And I did. I signed up to become a coach. And it, like I said, it's completely changed everything. Okay. So inviting. So your task, your mission, whatever you want to call it, for these next club, that's what it was, Emily. Thank you. I knew somebody would know. For these next however many hours is to get out there and invite. Know how many coaches you need to hit Emerald. Some of you may only need one more coach to hit Emerald. Some of you may be trying to work your way towards Diamond. So if you're on this call and you're already an Emerald coach, I know a couple, because I know there's some people on this call that aren't on my team. But I know for at least 2 people on this call right now are active Emeralds. So you're shooting for Diamond. And if you're like, well, I'm already Diamond. Okay, well, cool. Well, you still need to keep building because you cannot get comfortable because what happens when you get comfortable, you quit growing. 2 new coaches in the next 24 hours. And I don't want you to think of it as, 4 Success Club points. No, you're helping 2 people get started. So follow-up game, make sure your follow-up game is strong. Y'all, you have got to be tracking your business. I had somebody reach out to me yesterday. She's like, all right, I'm signing up to become a coach on the 17th. You better believe not only is there a reminder in my phone for the 17th, she's on my planner for the 17th as well. Because if the 17th rolls around and I do not message her and then the 18th and the 19th rolls around, guess what? Chances are she'll go with another coach because I forgot to check in on her. That is your job as a coach too, guys, is follow-up. So follow-up game. Go to your Instagram messages, scroll to see who's ghosted you, who hasn't responded, who said they were interested, but they never replied. That's always when I'm like, hey, remember our last chat? Just want to check if you have any questions. Invite new people. Invite the people that are watching your stories on Instagram. Those are my favorite people to invite. And you want to know why? They're already watching you. They're already watching what you're doing every single day. I still cannot believe that I have people that literally watch me make my Energize every single morning. Like there's nothing exciting about that. But every day I still have people watching me make my Energize. Every day I still have people watching me saying, oh, hey, in the office, Ev's down for a nap. I'm working. Like I just share my very mundane, boring life. So invite the people watching your stories. Go back to past customers. You guys, so you can't see who you, if you're a coach that's been around for a while, you can't see anybody that you signed up in January because those are erased for Success Club points. But you can see people you had in February, March, April. Reconnect with those people. Reconnect with them. Reconnect with people that maybe were a coach before and they quit, and just see, like maybe then wasn't a good time, but now is a good time. Invite past challengers. So some of my best coaches are people that have been in my challenge groups for a long time, that are already using the products, that love Beachbody On Demand, that love the accountability, that love the support. You know, those rock stars in your challenge group, invite those people because they're already doing what a coach does by showing up in a challenge group and sharing. I know for a fact there are 2 people out there that every single one of you can get to join you. Yeah, you're going to hear no's. You're going to not hear not right now's. but you just keep going out there and you keep inviting. And I will often get, well, there's too many coaches out there, so there's not enough people. Bull crap, guys. There's probably about 430,000 coaches. Let's just, for sake, say that half of those are inactive coaches. So they're not even doing anything, guys. They're not doing anything with the business. So now what? We're down to 215-ish thousand coaches. I would say about 70% of those are just discount coaches and not working the business at all. Numbers aren't going to happen anymore from here. So that leaves 30% of that 215 that are probably actively working the business. So don't tell me that the market is as saturated when there are millions and billions of people, US, Canada, United Kingdom, that need our help, that need us to get started. And I think you really just need to understand the importance of Emerald. I think too many people don't understand how important it is to hit Emerald. They think it's just a stepping stone and they'll get there whenever. But I know for a fact that I have coaches on this call from my team. I think Michaela is the only one that's not from my team. Hi, Michaela. Thanks for joining. I invited people from another group if you're like, huh? Emerald is very important, guys. Emerald is the stepping stone in your business. Emerald is not hard. It is literally a choice. When people tell me Emerald is hard, I'm like, no. Star Diamond is hard. That shit's hard. Emerald is not hard. It's literally, it's a decision. If you know for a fact that you can get one family member and one spouse to join you, you already got one coach that you've got in your back pocket. So now you just have to go out there and find one more person. So just think, anytime we get scared of inviting, anytime we don't want to put in the work, we just want to go binge watch You or whatever, the Bachelor Nation for 3 hours last night. Think of lives that we can be impacting. Think of how Beachbody has changed your life, whether you've been on a coach for a long time, whether you've been a coach for a short time. I think sometimes we have to remind ourselves the impact that we can make on somebody else's life. And the person I always think of when it comes to impact is Emily Falver. Guys, go check out her story. She spoke at Summit 2 summits ago and shared her story. She's an awesome coach and she's got an amazing story and she's done amazing things in her business, all because she believes in herself. She believes in this business and she's never looked back. And she does what she needs to do. There's no secret sauce. You just got to do what you got to do. So does anybody have any questions about this? Any questions about anything that I went over? Again, guys, check out that story or check out the video from Michael Neiman if you want to understand cycle bonus a little bit better for the whole residual income thing. Remember, it's a little bit outdated, but it's a little funny. But it really helps you break down the numbers. Reach out to your coach before you sign up a coach to find out what leg you should put them on, and you will understand the legs eventually. I promise. It took me a hot minute, but you will start to understand them and it gets easier with time. For my people that are going for success starters, my 2 Canadian coaches, remember, the minute you hit Emerald, you're going to gain this huge momentum in your business and you're going to gain momentum within yourself. You're going to be like, hell yes, I can do this. I can make that happen. Earn your ticket to Summit. Earn your team an extra 25 elite points. By your team, I mean your fabulous coach right here. But most importantly, just remind yourself that you can do this, that you can do this business. But yeah. Oh, and I'm going to leave you guys with this real quick, assuming nobody has any questions. If you think of questions afterwards, shoot me a message. You will have coaches quit, guys. And I usually only talk about this on a new coach call. You will have coaches quit. It happens. I get probably a coach cancellation probably once every other day. It's just the nature of the business. It's not the right time. People don't want to put in the work. They blame lack of sponsor, whatever it may be. I don't even look at cancellations anymore. I look at the name just so I can remove from the team page. And I just dust it off and I say, now is not the time. I will probably say 50% of my coaches always come back once they cancel. They always come back because they miss the community. They miss the family. But you can't stress when a coach cancels. You can't freak out. You can't go into negativity mode. You can't go into spiral freak out mode. I'll share a quick story with you and then I'll let you guys go. When I was really building my business back in 2013, so right after I had first signed up, I had 3 coaches cancel in one day. And at the time, I think I maybe had 7 coaches underneath me. So half of my team wiped out in one day. And one was a family member too. And that cousin, I love her to death. She has quit and signed up 5 times. Like, I'm like, nope, we're done. Like we're done. I love you, sis, but we're done. And I thought my business was done. I thought my business was over. Like 3 coaches quit in one day. Like that negativity, that self-doubt, like, well, if 3 coaches quit in one day, how can I do this? How can I lead a successful team? A year later, I quit my job, ended as like a top premier team for the year. So you will have coaches quit, but you can't sweat it. You can reflect, see if there's anything you could have changed, anything you could have done better. Could you have checked in on them more? Anything you could have done to help them. But you can't sweat it when a coach quits. You can't throw in the towel. You can throw yourself a pity party for like 2 minutes, and then that's it. And then you get back out there and you go find more people that need your help, that want your help, that want to be a part of this, and just keep sharing your passion. Because there are people out there that still need our help. And one day, you never know, you could have an Ashley Molstead underneath you. You could have an Emily Fauver underneath you. You never know who the next coach is that's going to join you and what impact they will make on you, what impact you will make on them, and what impact they can make on your business. So yeah, all things, Kristen. I know as a new year, we're all going with these big, huge, scary goals. But first up, Emerald. Got to hit Emerald before you can tackle those huge, scary goals. That's your first stepping stone. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. If you think of any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'll post the recording in the team page. But let's get out there, guys. You got 36 hours. Thursday. That's Rank Advancement Day. And I would love to celebrate some of you guys. I would love to celebrate all of you on Thursday for hitting Emerald, adding 2 new coaches, rank advancing your business. So let's get out there. Let's go help some people and continue to kick ass. All right. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to take a picture, guys. One second. Don't go anywhere. No, let me end the record. No, don't end the meeting. What am I